Hey guys, welcome back to the NW Sportscast. We're going to be talking about the Mariners today, August 7th. And Mariners win against the Angels with a Jesse Rinker 4-run home run grand slam. How do you feel, Levi?
I feel like today was a good game. It was a game we pretty much had to win. The Orioles are catching up to us right now in the standings. The Cleveland Guardians as well. So went into today with a 1-game lead over the Baltimore and 2-game lead over Cleveland for the third and final wild card spot. We lost yesterday pretty badly. Kind of embarrassing when you're losing 7-1 to the Angels.
Yeah, 1 run.
Yeah, I
against
know.
Pretty bad
And we
pitching
lost on
staff.
Friday night too. We did win the morning game on Saturday. Ty France got us that. But
So we split the series.
So we come into this game, we're thinking we got the pressures on us. Marco Gonzalez, a guy who, we're not sure is he going to stay in the rotation or not now that we have Castillo.
6-man
And
rotation,
he
maybe?
comes in and he shows up.
Yeah.
The 6 innings, 3 runs, and this is after Jerry DiPoto made comments saying that he does plan to use a 5-man rotation. And you can assume that, Gilbert, Robbie Ray, Castillo, they're not leaving the rotation anytime soon. We just traded for Castillo, obviously. So it's either Flexen, who's going to be out, or it's Kirby, who's on a pitch count. Maybe they just give him the dumps, or it's Marco because, he has been struggling lately. But Marco proved today that he is still a capable pitcher. And I think, he had a good outing today. He held the Angels. We got a 5-1 lead. He did give up a couple runs. David Fletcher got to him. David Fletcher gets to us every time he plays. But I thought it was a good game.
If you're Scott Service, who do you get rid of in the rotation?
If I'm Scott Service, I think, and this is a tough choice to make, but if I'm Scott Service, what I'm doing is I'm moving George Kirby to be my long reliever.
Okay.
Not because I think he's bad. I think Flexen is our worst pitcher of the 6 right now.
I think Flexen's better than Marco.
I think Marco's better. Marco has had a couple bad outings lately, but Flexen I think is still our worst pitcher. But I would keep Flexen in the rotation for this year because I think right now with Kirby on a pitch limit, there's no point to keep him because if you're only going to let him pitch 4 games or not 4 innings, 5 innings, and they have been saying they really are trying to watch his pitch count because he's a rookie, he's young. So I would say, but what I've heard is that they're planning to move Flexen to the bullpen and keep Kirby, which is interesting. I think Flexen could be fine out of the bullpen. The problem with Flexen, he doesn't throw as hard as some relievers, but he could probably be pretty good.
You can't put Marco in the bullpen, right?
I mean, you can't put Marco
doesn't have
like
enough stuff,
90
yeah.
at tops.
Yeah,
Marco's just his consistency.
Weak contact, yeah.
That's his breed. I heard on the radio today they were talking. They said the 2 guys in the past 4 years, the 2 guys on either side of Marco for ERA, it's like Jose Barrios, who's like a 2-time All-Star, just got traded big deal, and Kevin Gausman, who's signed to like $100 million. So he's making similar stats to these big name pitchers, but yet nobody really thinks of Marco as a big name pitcher. But
in the last few years, though.
And the problem is he'll have a couple great games, and he'll have 1 bad game.
But how much is the ERA really?
Well, ERA is pretty important.
I don't know.
He doesn't have as many wins as some of those guys, but you can credit our bad offense for that. Yeah, he doesn't strike guys out, but he gets weak contact.
Yeah,
that's the goal.
I think the Mariners, they're in a good spot right now to make the playoffs, but I don't think they're anywhere close to doing what we want to do in the postseason. But we'll see. Got to get to October, see what happens. But
and the thing is, what was our goal really for this year? Our goal is not to win the World Series. Going into this year, realistically, we were trying to make the playoffs, and I think we're going to do it. At this point, honestly, the only team I'm worried about is Baltimore. I was worried about.
They traded Trey Mancini.
They've won. They literally just got a sweep today.
I know, but I think
Baltimore. They're 2 behind us. So
we won 14 straight. Then.
Yeah, we did. So Baltimore and Cleveland, they're 2 games behind us. The White Sox, I think, are 3, and the Red Sox are 4. I was worried about Chicago for a while, but I don't think Chicago's going to put it together.
I don't think the White Sox have that
bad
dog in them right now. I don't think they care. I think
they
gotta get rid of they gotta get rid of La Russa to
La Russa's
bring a spark to that team because I think there's a lot of young, exciting guys on that team.
One thing I will say though, they just got Robert off of the IL, and Jimenez is going to be off.
Okay, but I don't know about guys off the IL. You can't really rely on them. We're kind of seeing that
we've seen with Kyle Lewis. Man has done nothing.
So Kyle Lewis has done literally nothing. And I kind of predicted that watching him in Tacoma for a homestand there. He just wasn't hitting the ball that hard. In batting practice, he didn't look too good. Then same thing with Mitch Haninger. Mitch Haninger comes in. I saw his batting practice for 3 days straight, and Mitch Haninger he was missing balls in batting practice, which you shouldn't be doing there. He was hitting below 200 for a little bit. Then he did have a good game where he went like 3 for 4. So I think Mitch and Kyle,
Yeah.
we should not rely on to be what they were in the last couple years. But, if they come back, they get hot into, like, late September, sure. But I just don't think that
Well, there's
they're
still
the
a good...
answer.
I feel like Mitch will probably come around. I don't know about Kyle.
Mitch is older than Kyle.
Mitch is older than Kyle, but Mitch also has more experience. Kyle, I think he's a one-year wonder. I said it when he won the Rookie of the Year. I said, I don't think Kyle Lewis is that good as we're thinking because he won the Rookie of the Year. He had a good season.
Yeah, I mean, I like Kyle. I think he'll be a average ball player.
I think there's a decent chance that we keep Kyle after this year, but there's an equally decent chance that we might just try to trade him.
I think we should have tried to keep like one of those guys we get from the Castillo trade and trade Kyle.
Yeah,
see if it went for it. I don't know.
Well, the other thing is Mitch Haninger. Who knows if we keep him around? It would be really nice to see Jarred Kelenic do something productive.
Yeah, he hit that one home run. Pretty much. What's his stats other than that?
I am going to look right now. Did he do anything today?
Yeah.
See, you probably not because I heard a lot about today's game. I did not hear anything about Jarred Kelenic doing anything.
Yeah, Jarred Kelenic, another interesting scenario there. Top prospect coming in, been sent down twice.
Today, Jarred Kelenic went 0 for 4.
Yeah, he's hitting probably what?
He lowers his batting average
under the Mendoza line right now.
Oh, well under. Jarred Kelenic's stats. Let's see this. This is gonna. So he is hitting a whopping 131 on the season.
131 with, not many home runs.
4 home runs.
Yeah.
12 runs batted in. Yeah, Jarred Kelenic he's pretty much.
We have
bad.
Lamb coming in.
Jake Lamb, he probably doesn't take a run either.
Who do you think?
I mean, Jake Lamb is just here until Dylan Moore is not injured.
So you think Jake Lamb's gonna be sent down to like AAA? Or
we'll probably just release him.
Release him. So
we
literally
DFA'd
for like a week.
Yeah. Well, because Dylan Moore will be back and Julio will be back, and then we get rid of Kelenic and we get rid of Jake Lamb.
Okay, but what do we do with Kelenic? Because we've used 2 because there's 3 options.
Well, I don't know.
So he has one more option in his entire career, and are we going to use it? Like, what is Dipoto do? So
it's hard to know.
We can't.
Jarred Kelenic.
Because right now we crossed the line of trading him for at least right now, and you don't want to get rid of a guy like JK for nothing because we definitely could have gotten some value this last trade deadline for Jarred Kelenic. So we can't just release him. So I guess you'd have to use his last option, send him down to AAA Tacoma. But if not, I don't know. You could argue sending down Dylan Moore instead of Kelenic maybe.
No, we can't. Dylan Moore brings too much to this team.
Yeah, Luis Torrens, I think,
will be sent down. We have Kurt Casale. He's injured right now, but he'll be back soon. So
Torrens with his first home run yesterday, folks.
So Drew, what would you say is our ideal lineup right now?
I don't know. I think you gotta have Julio 1, and then you got Ty 2.
Yeah.
And then maybe a healthy Mitch Haninger 3.
Healthy Mitch, and what is he? Is he playing right field or is he our DH? Probably DHing.
He's probably DHing, yeah. I think he's the worst defender out of,
Julio,
Winker. Winker isn't great at defense
when he's fully healthy, Haninger's probably better than Winker, but I don't think this year it's worth it. I think
So we have Mitch at 3 if he's healthy. Then who else you got? It kind of depends.
Suarez at third base. He's been
You think he's gonna be power? Yeah.
Put him at 4. Put JP in the 5 hole. They've been doing good.
Yeah. Okay. So you put 4, 5, and then you put Winker 6, and then Cal 7.
The big question is, what do you do?
And then I put Haggerty 8 in
put him
left
in right field.
I put him in left and put Winker in right, right?
No, Winker's only plays left.
Okay, so put Haggerty in right. Because I think Haggerty's been swinging a hot bat lately.
I know.
Getting, I think, another hit today. You can check that. But he's hitting over 300, which I know is small sample size, but eventually...
it's not that small anymore.
Yeah, eventually he's going to...
And then you have Adam Frazier batting 9, and that's a great 9-hole hitter.
Exactly. And then you got Adam Frazier at 2nd, batting 9th.
And then
we optioned Abraham Toro down,
which is good. We don't need Abraham Toro.
Making that Graveman trade look pretty bad.
Sam Haggerty replaced Abraham Toro.
Haggerty's a more athletic Abraham Toro. So
Haggerty, he's hitting .305 with 3 home runs, 6 doubles, a triple. 9 runs batted in, 5 steals. So he's just doing everything.
Yeah, he's doing great.
He has a 1.3 wins above replacement. So he's literally better than the average player. Sam Haggerty. So I put him in right field. Again,
small sample size, but I think he's a little bit below average MLB player, but I think he'll stick around the lineup for a while. I think he's better than Dylan Moore, to be completely honest with you. I think so.
And that sample size is in 41 games, so this is the most he's ever played on a season, and has his best numbers by far.
The benefit over Abraham Toro is he can play in the outfield. Abraham Toro cannot.
Yeah,
he can play in the infield too. He's a more athletic Abraham Toro. You can put him as a pinch runner scenario.
Gets hits. That's pretty big.
And then there's that, but like let's say they both are bad at hitting. At least he has those two things with him, right? He is the athletic, and he can also he's a good base runner. So I like him over Abraham Toro. I don't know if Toro plays another MLB appearance for the Mariners. To be completely honest,
I mean, if you get another couple of injuries, but
if you get a couple of injuries, but we'll see. So Levi, quickly, what's your thoughts on Julio? Another, it happened a while ago, but hitting the ball with the wrist. Do you think that's going to be lingering throughout his career? That wrist?
No, I don't think so. I think Julio will be fine. I just hope that this doesn't ruin his Rookie of the Year chances. But
yeah,
it looks right now.
We get a first-round pick.
Yeah, we get a first-round pick. So we have stake in this fight, but I think he'll be fine.
How does that work? Why do we get a first-round pick?
Because the MLB, they were sick of teams doing what the Mariners did to Kelenic and keeping him down for a couple extra weeks. So they said, if you call up your rookie on opening day and then he wins Rookie of the Year, we'll give you a free first round.
Really?
Yeah. So why not? But what do you think about Carlos Santana? This is a tough one because he only plays one position. He's hitting 180, but he also has 6 home runs, and he seems like he always gets hits in clutch times. He literally has like 19 RBIs, 23 hits. So he's averaging almost 1 RBI per hit. All of his hits are clutch.
Yeah, no, Santana.
But he's still hitting 180. So what do you do with
a veteran of the team? Guy that people can look up to on the team, brings a lot of wisdom in that area, but just not in the baseball at a high enough level right now. But I went to 2 of the 4 Toronto games back and during our 14-game streak where he hit home runs in back-to-back games, pretty much to give the Mariners a win. And there's times like that where it's just like, I just don't see people like guys like Jared Kelenic, getting a home run in that situation. So you have Santana up there. I think he's way better than, I think he's better than Sam Haggerty. Better than Dylan Moore. I think he's better than Jared Kelenic.
I think he's the only person right now that I think he's better than is probably Kyle Lewis and Jared
at
Kelenic.
DH. Who do you have over him? Do you have Kyle or do you have Santana?
I would probably have Mitch at DH and then probably Santana.
Okay.
So
everyone healthy is Santana on the roster?
Well, I would probably keep him as a bench bat to hit against righties. You can pinch hit him. You can have him play DH if Mitch isn't feeling well. But the thing is, I've heard a lot of people saying keep Kyle Lewis and keep Jake Lamb instead of keeping
So what would you do? So you would just release Santana?
You'd release...
DFAM?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like he's more valuable than Jake Lamb. I know Jake Lamb had a really clutch hit last night's game. Almost got us... Yeah. We tied it up last night in the 9th. Unfortunately, couldn't... Or that was on Friday night.
No, that was... But it's... Yeah, I think I like Santana. I think it was a good move by Jerry back.
And we've been winning with him. We've been winning way more.
And that's some veteran leadership right there. He's been to the playoffs. He's kind of done that. So
I heard an interview from one of the younger players. I forget who it was. I think it was like Haggerty or somebody. And he said that the leaders of the clubhouse was Justin Upton and Carlos Santana, which I thought was interesting because they were both mid-season trades. But it just goes to show how much a veteran player does for the team, even if he's not hitting well. And obviously, we got rid of Upton, so.
But again, there's always a point where you do need to produce,
Yeah.
So eventually,
which is the thing we found with Torrens.
Yeah. So
what a
Torrens hit a home run last night. First one of the season.
Which doesn't make any sense. He hit 15 last year.
I don't get it.
It took him until August 7th to hit a home run this year.
Hey, he was a second half of the year player last year too. So
he was.
I don't know if he gets really hot.
Maybe Kurt Casale won't make it.
Yeah, I don't know. If he starts
I have
the ball
a very
really
high
low,
feeling in the next week he's gone.
Yeah. And I think it's really tough as a ball player to continue as that. Playing with
certainly.
that. Luis Torrens isn't dumb. He kind of knows what's coming. I'm guessing, but all he can do is hit the ball and see what happens. But what else we got, Levi? Who do you think are the Mariners' top 3 players in order?
Top 3 right now. Well, I mean, it's hard not to say Julio. France is great. I love Ty France, but I think I have to say
I have Ty at 1.
I mean, Julio's making an argument that he's a top 50 player in the league right now. He's playing at a pace
look at
of
Ty's
other
stats
all-stars.
and look at Julio's stats.
Ty's stats are not as good.
Look it up. Ty has higher batting average. He has more home runs,
No, Julio, I believe.
You
has
sure?
more. I'm pretty sure.
I don't think so.
Let's see right now.
Ty's played more games, correct? Or is Julio?
They played very, very similar, but Julio's better defender.
Yeah,
Julio has
better
also
defensively,
stolen
but
like
how much
20
is-
bases. How many bases has Ty France stolen?
Yeah, but how many more hits does Ty have?
Not very many more. Maybe a couple.
No,
Well, you
no.
wanna see the stats?
Ty has, I bet you,
Let's
a significant amount more
Okay,
hits.
let's see. Batting average, France has the lead
Yeah.
by a good amount
By
margin.
30 points.
Home runs, Rodriguez 18, France 14.
Okay, so it's a good amount for Rodriguez.
Runs batted in, Rodriguez 57, France 56. So
Okay,
they're
so
basically
they're
the same.
basically identical.
Suarez actually leads the team in RBI at 58 and at home runs at 18.
Mm-hmm.
So Suarez is actually really underrated, but Suarez is having a really good year for us.
Go ahead.
We've got stolen bases, Rodriguez 21,
Obviously.
France 0.
Yeah, Rodriguez has been way faster than a lot of people thought. I'll give him that.
Runs scored, Rodriguez leads the team 55,
Yeah.
France has 41. You've got, but although obviously batting order, Julio hits first, so obviously he's going to score more. On base
He's
percentage,
faster.
France leads him in on base percentage 376
By
to 334 because France
Another
has more
40
walks.
points.
Slugging, Julio is up 482 to 475.
It's kind of
We have
irrelevant.
hits. France has 110, Julio 99. So
Okay.
Julio has 11 less hits.
So Julio's 11 less hits, his OBP's less, his average is less.
Doubles, Julio 19, France 19. They have the same amount of doubles.
And he's significantly
Triples,
slower.
Julio has 2, France has 0.
I also saw Julio swim to third base.
Yes,
in
that is
person.
true. Walks, Julio has 28, France has 25. That's interesting. Julio actually does have more walks.
So, and hit by pitch counts as a walk.
No, hit by pitch
So
counts as a
you
hit.
got another 10 for
That's true. Now, here's where the difference is, though. Strikeouts. Julio, 109. France, 58. Now, that's the rookie effect, and it's also that France is a contact hitter. Personally, I think the defense and the speed makes Julio more valuable. I would
think you
say
could go
France
either
number
way.
2, though.
I think you go either way. So I'm
You
going to
know-
go France and then Julio.
And then for number 3,
You could
I
already
mean-
put Suarez there, but I'm not going
Robbie
to.
Ray won a Cy Young last year. You got to give him some credit. He's been so good
He's been
ever
bad
since.
the last couple starts, though.
Only against the Astros. He was good against the Yankees, wasn't he?
I don't think... Was
Pretty
he?
sure- yeah, he pitched well.
Are you sure?
Robbie Ray's been pitching well, except for against
no,
the Astros.
I thought... No, he lost the Yankees game, right?
But he
that was
lost
the
it
one we
because
lost.
we didn't score any runs.
I don't think so.
No, but
Anyways.
Castillo's also. I mean, I think number 3. It's pretty much a tie
I put
between.
Castillo. I put Castillo.
It's either Castillo
All-star.
or it's Ray. Ray was a Cy Young winner. It's hard to not to say, but Castillo
Castillo's an
is
all-star
having a
this
better
year,
season
though.
This year.
I don't know.
But that would be 1, 2, 3, and 4, and I think honestly those are far and away our top 4. I think
I think those
probably
four guys.
5.
Those 4 guys make
They make the
rosters.
team, yeah.
Any other team in MLB, pretty much. Even if you put them on the Yankees, right? You gotta put Castillo and Ray in the order.
Those
in the-
4 guys are top 100
Yeah.
players in the league. I would
Yeah.
say. I think we have 4 top 100 players, and it's those.
And then you have Gilbert's probably fringe top
Gilbert-
100 when he's good.
I think if Gilbert
Um,
improves, he's into
He's
that
close. And then they're kind of a drop off, to be honest.
mix.
You
Yeah,
have guys
the
like
rest of our
Suarez,
line,
who's most strikeouts in the league. and-
Winker's underperformed, but Winker had a great
I mean,
game
the same
today.
argument about like Robbie Ray when the Cy Young
Well,
didn't Winker second in MVP voting?
He was third in everything.
Third.
But the difference is Robbie Ray's had multiple good seasons. Winker really, I mean, he was decent. Then he had a really good season last year. But I will say, I don't think we should move Winker. A lot of people are saying we should get rid of Winker after this year. I think we should keep Winker because I think next year he'll bounce back, and I don't
And
want
there's
him to be
still
on the laughing
There's
side
still
of that.
season left.
Yeah, he's been really hot the past couple weeks. Winker's been on a really
Grand
good
Slam today
Grand
gave
Slam
us
today.
the win. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
And he's also valuable in that he doesn't
Yeah.
get hurt. Winker has never been injured, I don't think, in his career ever, which is
Yeah.
compare that to Mitch.
Yeah, I mean, Mitch got kind of unlucky. But
Yeah. Well, I mean, if Mitch is, and then that's the question, if Mitch was healthy, would we be talking about him as a potential top 3 player on
Yeah.
this team? Maybe.
I mean, last
it's
year
hard
he
to
was our
know.
best player, right?
He carried us in September. I mean,
If
he
Mitch
literally
can get back
he
to last year, Mitch-
single-handedly carried us through September.
Mitch can get us back to last year, Mitch. I'm very happy with France, Julio, and Mitch as like
Yeah.
our 1, 2, 3. And then if somehow Winker can produce like he did for last year and what he's doing right now, that's solid 1 through 4 right there. Then you have JP, who's kind of forgettable.
Well, and the
once
way
now, but
Frazier's been
25,
hitting
yeah.
lately, Frazier's been insane ever since July.
And if
Basically.
Haggerty keeps it up, so like we have guys, but
Yeah.
I still wish we trade for a bat, like a real bat at the trade deadline. But
I think
we'll see.
the problem is unless you're gonna get the number one wild card, the way the wild card format works this year, you're gonna have to play 3-game series, all 3 games on the road.
Yeah.
So you're either playing a 3-game series in Minnesota, which we have a better record than Minnesota, but I don't really want to face anyone in Minnesota in October. It's so cold there. Our guys are probably aren't even used to that. It could be snowing for all we know. Or it's a 3-game series in Toronto, which is like that's our biggest nightmare.
Yeah.
If we get the 1 seed though, we're hosting Toronto for 3.
We're not getting the 1 seed. I don't think.
We're only 2 games behind.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. And we also have the tiebreaker if we end at the end of the season.
You get the 1 seed. You're playing 2 games in Toronto. What happens? What happened the last time we hosted Toronto? We swept them 4 games. So it could happen.
Yeah.
But after that, even if you beat the Twins or the Blue Jays, who do you play next? It's either the Yankees or the Astros, and that's this year we're not built to beat those teams. I don't think. We'll see. We play the Yankees tomorrow, so we'll see.
And we did win the last series against the Yankees.
Win the last series.
Astros, I don't think we're beating. I just think that's not matched up against the Astros.
The Astros are. I mean, they're just too good.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's gonna be it, guys. It's the NW Sportscast. We're gonna try to post after every Mariners game, so we'll see how long that lasts for. But
it may not be both of us together.
Yeah, but just make sure to tune in. Make sure to tune in. If you want to listen to about 20-25 minutes of Mariners stuff about the game that day and just about where the season's heading, and then eventually we're gonna be talking about the Seahawks later in the year. Subscribe, hit that like button down below, comment what you guys think, and thanks guys. See ya. Adios to NW Sportscast. Bye.